All right, what's up, y'all? I am doing I am doing consultations up until the last minute, like Bennett. Oh, what are we doing here? Okay. Oh, let me drop tilt that. All right, so what's up, y'all? I am here today because what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the unfortunates of a lot of you are truly unaware of a victory. A lot of you, um, you get into a custody battle, you get into a child support battle, and you have absolutely no idea where your victories are. You are under the impression that a victory is you having to do something, and that in fact is not the case. You have to be total annihilation. You have to conquer every phase and every step of the fight. That is not the case. Show that. Hmm. I know it ain't that. Okay. Samsung. Hold on. Samsung Galaxy. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll be running. Samsung Galaxy. Everybody, let's get it started in here. Let's say what? Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Or open up, or open up your app. Okay, there it is. Yes, it's me. Sensitive. Yes, yes, yes. I get it. 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 Okay, okay. We doing it. We getting it. We getting it. EST. Going live. Okay, got that in. I guess I didn't want to do it that way. Yeah. What's going on? All right, I got Negro. I got Negro. Please up. We've been waiting for you. All right. So, a lot of you guys, when it comes to this battle you're going through, you don't understand a victory. A lot of you are under the impression that every little stage or every little thing you got to win the whole thing. You got to win the whole thing. It's not. It's only when you get started is when everybody hits you with all this stuff. All right. So, like I was saying, a lot of you guys, you really don't understand your victory, and I can tell you guys that when you go into court for child support, when you go into court, period. I just did a consultation with an individual that that is in a situation where he is like trying to get every perspective of the fight, every level of the fight. He think that he should be the confetti should be falling inside the courtroom. He think that every perspective of this thing, that he should be like, oh, it's just, oh my God, like he is just so good at this. Like every time he go to court, a court reporter the local news should run up to him. You went in there, you just threw your hands, you was just fluffiating around in court. What's your secret? Oh, no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. And I'm gonna be clear with you when I say this. A lot of individuals know that's not how it works. They just trying to sell me an upsell so I can go hard or do whatever. But individuals know the ups and downs and battles of family court. They know them. Oh shit. Nothing in there? Oh. I gotta make my morning get up. Appreciate that. My man says, nice paint job on the walls. They gotta be painted again. So let me make my pre-workout, because I'm getting down to the get down. When I take my vitamin B's, I take vitamin B. I take 4 of these things, man. 4 vitamin B's. I take 4 of them. 4 of them. Take my cayman, my cam pepper. Get my burn. So when I go running, get a little thermal insight, and then my salmon oil. So always take a little oil. And get some oil up in you in the morning. All right. So like I was saying, my man said, good morning. 30Q says, good morning, my brother. Hope all is well. Need that watermelon recipe. My man, Jake B. Top of the morning to you, brother. My man, I appreciate that. Trap is here. And the Mac. I'm just going to say the Mac is here. He's here. Of course, Arizona. Brick City is up in here. Let me go left for a second and jump on what my man Brick City said. Let me go left. Oh, damn it, man. My fucking mount. Where's my mount? God damn it. Damn it, man. I'm gonna share with you. I'm gonna share with you guys right quick before I get started. I'm gonna share with you guys I'm gonna share with you guys a belief that I just had moments before I hit the start button on this live stream. I just had this fruition moments ago. Like I'm serious. I just had this fruition. Like the live stream started at 10 a.m. I had this fruition like 9:58 and 30 seconds. I had this fruition. Brick City just says, talked about health. He says, staying healthy. Well, staying healthy is great to do. I'm gonna tell you guys something. So I realized why the older I got, my friends was dropping off. The older I got, my friends was dropping off because of this. Brick said, staying healthy. You know, staying healthy more so than going to the gym like I go to the gym and working out. Do you know what's more important than that? Mental health. Being strong enough to tell people, I don't talk to my mom. I don't give a fuck about her. Yep. My mental health comes first. I did a video a couple of days ago, and in that video, I said, when you hire us, it's going to be total annihilation. I'm not playing with nobody. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. You will not intrude on my life. Listen, when y'all listen to me, you are listening to a person. I don't base interaction on human interaction. I base interaction on animals. On animals. I don't base interaction. When I see mugs out like I seen a video dude on a bus stop, What's up? What's up? There's all that. I don't look at that and say, I wouldn't want to have been on that train, or I fear him or unfear him, whatever. I base interaction on animals, insects, snakes. When I watch those pictures, oh, look at the Serengeti is hot out here. The animals are very well. But there's an enemy lurking, lions, as they dip in the pack. I look at that. I look, like I say when telling individuals for years, a roach will always run when you turn the light on. A roach is not going to trust you to not step on them. A roach will always run when you turn the light on. A snake will always hiss at you. A snake ain't going to say, oh, I seen you yesterday. I ain't going to hiss at you. A snake is going to hiss at you. This is life. I don't see human interaction has to be hands down the dumbest interaction that I see amongst living animals. A tree will always grow towards the sun. Always. Birds will go south for the winter. But human interaction, hands down to me, is the dumbest of all. We claim we're the smartest, but let me tell you what I see up here now as a 56-year-old man. Oh, you're going to love this. Number one, at 9:58 and 30 seconds, I came to the conclusion that with me, I'm getting happier as I get older. So I'm getting childish. In my ways, I'm getting real childish. Everything is funny to me. But I see all of my friends, and I mean all of my friends, to include people in general. Only one person I see is in a situation that is beyond his control. That is my friend and brother, Anthony Montgomery. He was in an accident in 2009. The car hit him right at his A pillar. His head hit his B pillar, and his head was swollen. They had like 3 1-inch pipes going up in his neck, up to his skull, and the pus that was coming out his brain. And now he's all messed up. He was up. That's how he is now. He wasn't like that at first. I never knew somebody could be a normal functioning person. Then they can be like, what's up? Like, what, why are you holding your hand? Like, I never knew that. Everybody, and I mean everybody else that I see going through hard times, self-inflicted. Self-inflicted. Now everybody want to look at me and say, damn, Chris, you always was. You had an hour, which was 60 minutes for you, like it was for me, a week, 7 days, a year, 365 days. However, you did things that an animal wouldn't do. You interacted in ways an animal wouldn't do. A bird will never build a nest in the middle of the sidewalk. They'll build it up in a tree out of the ways of even hawks and flying birds from up above. A rabbit will never set up their rabbit hole upwind. They'll put it downwind. They will never do that. These are survival tactics that I see animals execute every time. I don't see humans doing that. I don't see humans doing that. I see individuals saying, yo, put that ink up under my arm. But if I say, take that ink out of your tattoo and drink it, no, I ain't trying to shoot, but you got it up under your arm. This is a perspective and narrative that I don't understand about people. My friend said, me and my wife think you're autistic. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm functioning autistic. Because when people try to get me to do wrong, it burns in my head. Like when you see Rain Man, when he was like, I want pancakes on Tuesday. We can't get pancakes, Ray. We're going to get waffles. No, pancakes. No, pancakes. And then he tried to give him the waffles and whoa, God, okay. That's how I am. When you try to get me to do something, if a woman thinks that she's gonna, I'm gonna rap to him, I'm gonna be around him and share all this ass and look at me like, do you think I'm seductive enough so I can start playing you out like a whore? Lady, get the hell out of here. It just hurts my head to see the way people respond. I look at my brother, I tell people, my brother 20 times smarter than me. 62 years old, I got a job. The longest he ever worked, probably 8 or 9 months he had this job. Longest he ever worked in his life. It is what it is. Health is not only working out and taking your vitamins and eating stuff. Health. I'm going to end this segment by saying this. I tell you guys, like I always tell you, never let the person you're going to be tomorrow be mad at the person you are today. Let me say it again and slow it down. Never let the person you're going to be tomorrow be mad at the person you are today. You know how many of these creatures I see? I should have been smarter. I just was young and dumb. No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. You wasn't dumb. You was doing what you wanted to do. This is why you hear a lot of these idiots say things like, I found God. No, you didn't. You decided to start listening to him. Because I want to be clear, and I mean crystal clear. God was there all along. God was there all along. When you had all those consciences, something told you to do that, and you said, oh, I'm going to do it anyway. That was God. So please stop saying you found God. You didn't find God. You finally started listening to him. All right, enough of that boring stuff, man. I'm sorry I took y'all left, but Brick City was just talking about health, and I just thought that I needed to throw that in there, man. All right, so check this out. Nerd Solo up in his... So you got so let me start this thing like this. You got a child support battle. When you go into court for child support, a woman is in her element. She's in her fluffy fluff. Oh, she's trying to fluffy fluff you. She is just, everything is just, it's her world when she invites you down for child support. She already got it played out in her head. She invited you to child support to see you squirm. She invited you down to child support just to be like, yeah, we got him on the fence. You guys need to stay off the fence. Or do like I do. Run to it. Show them that I am comfortable even on the fence. The worst thing you could do, this is why a lot of people say, I'd rather die on my feet than pray and something on my knees. I don't know how the saying goes. I'd rather die on my, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. I'd rather die standing. No, I get it. I'm not. A cop ain't gonna pull me over and say, if you don't do this, I'm taking you to jail. Ain't no woman. Let me tell you something. I just think maybe it's in the best interest for me not to have kids. Because my 12-year-old kid ain't coming in the house, Daddy, this little girl beat me up. I'm like, baby, Daddy loves you. Daddy loves you. Show me this little girl, honey. Show me this little girl. And I probably will put foots up to the little girl. Yeah. Yeah. I like tough talk. When Tony Stark was telling Loki, said, "You want a drink?" No. He said, "Are you here?" Loki said, "Are you here to persuade me?" He said, "Because if so, you should have left your armor on for that." Tony Stark said, "No, I'm here to get a drink." And then he starts saying, "I have the Chitauri." And then Tony Stark said, "We have a Hulk." And then he said, "There's no version of this where you're gonna win." That's my type of talk. In Blade 2, when he was up under the tunnel, and he said, "You obviously don't know who you fucking with." I like that type of talk. I don't do this talk where you threaten me and I go back and forth with you. You threaten me, I'm gonna make sure I got it on record, then I'm gonna end your ass. That's how it goes with me. I'm smart enough. I'm gonna play like I'm a nerd. I'm gonna play like the biggest punk in the world so I can gather enough evidence to convince the grand jury that I was acting in self-defense. I'm not playing these dumb games with you. I'm not doing it. A lot of you guys, the unfortunate is when you go to court You go in there with this clucking mentality. Stop doing that. Go there with an attitude. You cannot get arrested for having an attitude. If your child's mom is saying something you disagree with, just say, I object. If the judge say, if you object again, I'm going to lock you up. Get locked up. Because if a person is lying, you must object. They coerce you guys into being a wetback, and you fall for it every time. Every time. Every time. Every time you fall for it. Stop falling for it. Stop. Stop. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna explain to you how it went when I went to court. When I went. This is why I want to help you guys understand something, because you guys are under the impression that there's only one victory. No, there's lots of victories. So when I went to court, I'm going to pick the time Atia LaShawn Bradley tried to put a restraining order on me because I was on the Talk Zone Radio Network. And when I was on the Talk Zone Radio Network, I put an advertisement in the complex where she lived. And she said, no, you're not going to embarrass me. So instead of filing an injunction like white people do, she did what black women do. I'm just going to run and get a restraining order. This will fear him. You cannot put a restraining order on me because of a radio show topic. You should have put it's called an injunction. But black women are so wired to, all it takes is to go to family court. Everything they want to do to you is in family court. This is why I tell you guys, if she lied on you, file a lawsuit in small claims court, in civil court. Go talk to the DA and try to press charges. Stop just allowing her to run a family court, lie on you, put a restraining on you. He tried to rape our kids. And then y'all just be like, oh, I didn't do it. I'm going to take a plea. If you didn't do what she said, go in there and put your balls on a damn counter. So I'm in court. Atia LaShawn Bradley asked me to court, but she goes down and get a restraining order packed with a bunch of lies. But that's what they got to do. That's what the creature got to do to get me. I'm Todd's son. I'm going for straight annihilation. So she goes down there, said I got a silver 9mm handgun. I gave her a black eye. I lived in New Jersey. So I goes down there and they're like, Mr. Smith, before we get started, would you like to submit any evidence? I said, submit any evidence to you? No, Your Honor. I'm here for you to submit evidence to me. So I looked at my thing. I said, of course. I don't remember owning a silver 9mm handgun. I had a silver 38. I said, I don't ever remember owning a silver 9mm handgun. But I tell you what, I'll take a picture of it, even a receipt, anything of me purchasing one. So the judge said, well, you do own a gun, don't you? Because he knew Atia LaShawn Bradley put the wrong type, because women don't know guns. They just know what they see in the rap videos. A 9, a 9, a 9. So the judge tried to dog walk me. This is why I tell you guys, shut the fuck up when you go to court. Shut up. They will ask you little things to try to, you don't know. They will never ask you nothing to help you. So the judge said, well, you do, just like this, you do own a gun, don't you? I'm not here to answer that. I'm here to, the evidence. I never owned a silver 9mm handgun. In addition to that, she said I gave her a black eye. I took my blaze off. I said, I'm 6'1", 230 pounds. She's 4'11". I said, as much energy as it took her to come down here and fill out this application to get this, she could have easily dialed 911. I would like a copy of the 911 records. I would like a copy of the arrest reports when I gave her a black eye. In addition to that, the state that I live in, last initials is PA. This address on here says NJ. That would insinuate that I live in New Jersey. I don't live in New Jersey. I live in PA. So I'm not here to participate in this. I'm here for you to give me evidence as to how you gave her a restraining order. Well, I didn't give it to her, Mr. Smith. You represent the court, Your Honor. You gave it to her. So you ready to get started? I said, I'm eager. He said, yeah, I can tell. That's the energy you take to court. That is the energy you take to court. Oh, she said you do this? Don't go there. Get an attorney. Well, that's a lie. Well, we got to see what the judge going to say. That's a lie. Oh, well, we got to, we'll see when we go to court. What? This a lie. Don't go in there. Blah 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 blah. I'm gonna end this segment with this. You see the movie Captain Sully? Captain Sully is the fine pilot that had to land a plane in the Hudson River about 10 years ago. And so part one, what they did was they had a simulator where they did the hearing, and 2 other simulations at 2 other locations. And when they did these 2 other hearings at these 2 other locations, everybody else, when the birds hit the plane, they made it back and land safely. Even right there where Captain Sully was at. So he was just sitting there listening to him by Tom Hanks. It's a beautiful movie. Go watch it. This is the attitude I have. So he's just watching them. It's open to the public. They really trying to hang this man. It's open to the public, and he's in there, and they got him up there, him and the co-pilot, and the co-pilot is scared as hell. And Captain Sully is just listening to everybody. Here's a man that had to do it, but everybody's telling him how he should have did it. So he just listening. Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. Then it goes, and we're gonna take a recess, and we're gonna let Captain Sully do his rebuttal. So he goes in there, he's in the bathroom, and he's talking to his co-pilot, and he notices his co-pilot is scared. He went into hero mode. So he goes back in there. Okay, this hearing will convene, and he's sitting there. He said, Captain Sully, when we left off, we said that these people at the other 2 locations, they landed the plane back safely. You shouldn't have put the plane in the Hudson River. It was cold. And he's just listening to him. He said, okay, can we stop the bullshit? Oh, what? That's how you gotta be. He said, can we stop the bullshit? When the birds hit the plane, we went through protocol. We went through a series of events. We did this, we did that, we did this. We tried to recover the plane. I'm a pilot, y'all. That's what you're supposed to do. The first thing you do when there's an accident, when you're 10,000 feet up in the air, you make sure you have full control of the plane. If a bird gonna hit your plane up at 10,000 feet and you say, oh, let me turn around. No, and when you hit a bird hit, you're gonna look at your controls. All right, we still got hydraulics. Okay, we still maintain an altitude. Okay, we got combustion. You're gonna go through the checks. And then you're gonna try to recover the plane. When you can't recover the plane, then you're gonna get on the thing. On the whatchamacallit we got. You tap your thing 2 times, and the closest airport, it'll pick it up. Every plane, the closest airport, when you tap your thing 2 times, your headset 2 times, the closest airport. This is Dallas. I am wing your tailwind. I am Cessna N12835, N12835. I need an emergency landing. I am losing altitude. Blah 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 blah. Okay, Cessna, we got you in. We clear runway 215 for you. Bring her in. Good luck, guys. All right. That's how it goes. When everybody else did the crap, soon as the birds hit, oh, let's go back. Oh. So they just landed safely. So he said, when we did the checklist, we made sure the plane was okay. We did all this stuff. Y'all just turned around. They said, okay, we're gonna add 45 seconds to the response. When the bird hit, everybody added 45 seconds. Everybody crashed. So captain is sitting there like, it's the reason why I'm the motherfucking captain. And y'all ain't shit. That's how you gotta be. You guys allow women to go to court and just blow your bunhole open and just sit there. Oh, I didn't do that. Nah, that's she lying. Well, you better take a plea. Or no. Stop. Understand your victories is stopping the bull. It's stopping it. Listen, instead of going in there saying, she said you did, this is how it goes. This is how it goes. He did. And then as soon as she stopped talking, everybody look at you. And they're waiting for your response. They're waiting for you to respond. They waiting for you to respond, right? So if you sit there and go, if you sit there and what I'll do is I will repeat everything they said. So I did this. Then I did that. I want to be clear. I did this, and then I did that. And then after I came back in the house and I did that. Prove it. And they're gonna be looking at you like, no, you supposed to bitch, you supposed to cluck. Prove it. You got Ring camera doorbells, yeah? Where's me at on the Ring camera? Oh, the cameras wasn't working at that time. I'm quite sure they wasn't. But they work every other time. You just sat in here and you showed XYZ, but this time when I came and kicked your door in, your Ring cameras wasn't working. So I guess I'm in conjunction with the Ring people, huh? I just know your Ring password. I shut your cameras off, huh? Okay. Well, when did that happen? Okay. Well, funny thing is, I was over here when that happened. Don't tell me. I pulled a Captain Kirk and beamed to your house and beamed back. You got to make a mock. You got to make fun of them. And get your victory by stopping the bullshit. That's what it gets down to. But when you sit down there, because I don't know if y'all realize this, but if something never happened, how could you ever respond to it? How could you respond to it? Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. I was working at the post office. And for you guys that come here, you see, I get into my little comedy skits. I'll be cracking jokes. You see that, right? Well, when I was working on the window, I used to actually do stand-up comedy. I used to practice a lot of my comfort of woosah and talking in front of people when the line was going out the door. So I'm line going out the door. Next, yeah, can I get a roll of stamps? You want butter on that? Ah, here you go. Come next. Hey, can I do that? You want a receipt? Yeah, because they free today. Yeah, we normally charge you for the receipt. All of a sudden, this guy comes in there. I'm like, next, look, I don't need to hear your nonsense. He just started ripping into me. So when he started ripping into me, I just shut down. And then he's like, blah, blah, I didn't have that. How can I help you, sir? Like, he just tore off into me. And then I was just like, how can I help you, sir? Like, all you're tearing off into me means nothing. I didn't even acknowledge it. But then he does something very, very unbecoming of a bunhole. He goes and tell the postmaster on me. Assistant postmaster comes in there. Chris, get off the window. Processor needs to see you. So I goes in the postmaster's office. It's postmaster in there. The assistant postmaster standing behind him. My supervisor is sitting in the chair, and there's an empty chair next to him. I was told to sit down. The assistant postmaster get to talking. Chris, a man came in here today and said you such and such. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, a guy said such and such and such and such and such. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. 24 hours. Bye, rolling. Don't know what you're talking about. Well, Chris, such and such and such, don't know what you're talking about. Then finally the postmaster said, Chris, you had a situation with a guy. You tell us what happened. I told him what happened. Because the guy went in there and said I called him an a-hole. So, and then the postmaster said, we kind of thought something. He said, Chris, I just wanted to tell you, we didn't believe him. I said, good. I got up. I said, appreciate that. I said, oh, yeah, and by the way, I'm a black guy. I say motherfucker. We don't call black people. We don't call people assholes. Only y'all white people do that. And when I walked out the office, they was like, yeah, that's how you got to be. That's how you got to be. You cannot, under circumstances zero, you cannot put yourself in a situation where you allow a lie to win. And a lot of y'all go to court and you find yourself fighting a lie. So you have to know where your victories are. And your victories are simply saying, you got Ring doorbell, right? Yeah, you do. Oh, yes, you do. Don't tell me. I bet on this day yours wasn't working. Yeah. Show it to him then. You said I did that? Okay. It is amazing. I had a case with an individual that lived in Florida. Texas. And this gentleman got accused of molesting his 2 children. So in a custody battle, this 38-year-old military man, because when you hire us to put us on a retainer and we're consulting, we're consulting you about your case, everybody knows that the one thing that we say is, let's start having some fun. Because I know you got the jitters. So our motto over here is, let's start having some fun. Well, we had this one individual who goes to court and he's fighting. And the week before he was to go back to court, a week before that, and this is crazy. This is crazy. A week before he has to go to court, the Friday before he had to go to court, he gets hit with a molestation of his children. So he goes to get his child at the daycare, and instead of the children being there, a man walks up to him, "You've been served." I want y'all to pay real close attention to this story. If you got record on your phone, I want you to record this story, because this is how women do when they try to destroy you in a custody battle. Let me say this again. This is what women do when they try to destroy you in a custody battle. They always say you molested the kids. That's why I stopped going to go see my daughter. I knew that was coming. Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. So he calls us up. He sends Lydia a consultation. I do the consultation with him. And he's, they said this, but they just clucking. So I'm just listening to him. And I said, I start laughing. I said, "Yo, man, I'm so glad you stopped talking, because I was falling asleep." You know what he responded with? "Man, this ain't funny. This is my life." I said, "Okay, this is your life, right?" Here's what he said. His words, not mine. "This is my life. Why are you laughing?" You all probably would have said, "Man, that's messed up. I'm not into that nonsense." See, I specialize in the why you think I call women creatures? They're dumb. I've been saying this for years, but y'all don't believe me. Y'all will allow a woman to pull something out of the air and run with it, and y'all be like, "No, no, sir, no, sir, not happening. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, right?" So this woman says he molested his kids. So I want to be clear about. So I said to him after he said, "This is my life. Why are you laughing?" I said, "Who are you, man?" And every time he called, I can tell his new girlfriend. He was talking to me on speaker because his new girlfriend. I would hear his new girlfriend. I say, "Hey, what document? What day was that when you went to court?" Then I would hear her say, "I think it was on the 5th." And then he would say, "Oh, the 5th, right?" Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. So I said, "Who are you, man? Who are you?" He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Who are you?" I said, "Who are you?" He's, I said, "My man, let me get this straight. You molested both your kids?" That's what she's saying. Okay. All right. Go easy on the clucking. So I said, "You molested both your kids?" So what did the detective say? I didn't speak to a detective. I said, "Okay." Did they put the cuffs on too tight at least? I mean, did they put the cuffs on tight? No, I didn't get arrested. I said, "And you live in Texas. So what's the statute on molestation in Texas? Because what you're telling me is you molested 2 kids and you so much as didn't see a pair of handcuffs. You molested 2 kids and you never seen a police car. You molested 2 kids and you didn't get read your rights. You molested 2 kids and the best thing you got is a restraining order?" I said, I'm going to be clear about something. I would think what you need to do is go to your local court, go to your local prison, and see how many individuals are in there for molesting children. And then ask yourself, what the makes you so special that you was told that you did it and you're not in court? Then I heard the female say, oh, her light bulb moment went on quicker than his. I said, there's just no way on this planet. No way. Or I said, there's just no way on this planet. No way on this planet. Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. I should stop the live stream until I get at least 30. But there is just no way on this planet. This is why I told y'all, save this little segment right here because people need to hear it. A lot of you guys go into a lot of situations. A lot of guys are answering to a lot of situations. And instead of saying this, say no, of course, but anyway. So I said, I'm here to tell you that a lot of molestation, a lot of guys that will that molest kids will flock to Texas. If you're sitting here on this phone today and telling me that you molested both of your kids and the only thing you got was a restraining order. So that woman said he molested her, and this is what she said. She said, this is what she said. This is fake out the gate. She said, my kids came home and I said, what's wrong? And the kids went like this. Daddy, daddy, daddy. What? Both kids. Oh, daddy, to you too, yeah. Oh, I'm going to get a restraining order. Oh, so you mean to tell me this is what a woman would do now, y'all? This is what women do. You mean to tell me a man molests his kids so you don't call the cops? A man molests his kids and the first thing you think is a restraining order. Really? Really? So I'm in court. So after that, I said, okay, you got anything else, man? Because I'm busy. He busted out laughing. And he said, how are we going to handle this? I said, I'm going to go ahead and draft you up a consultation, a motion, and blah, 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 blah. I drafted him up a motion. And I went after the judge. I said, are you seriously going to sit here and entertain a 38-year-old molesting his kids a week before a custody hearing? I said, Your Honor, are you really trying to entertain this? Or are you just going to recuse yourself and allow this to continue? So he goes to court next week. And you know what he sent us? An email. He sent us an email and said, man, I went in there and I smoked her and her attorney. I said, my man, he thought I wanted to talk about it. He thought I wanted to be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Nope. I don't see no victory in that. I just, okay, yeah, good stuff. Yeah, so I wiped my ass and it was funny. Like, that's nothing that I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about that. That's nothing to talk about. That's nothing that's going to have me saying, that's nothing that's going to have me saying, this is worthy of a conversation. It's not worthy of a conversation. It's not worthy of a conversation. I'm not going to sit there. Yeah. Oh, it's not a conversation. You think it's a conversation. So stopping that BS is the perspective on getting a victory. And then you stockpile on other things and say, oh no, I'm coming for you. My boot and your toe is about to be real good friends. So you guys got to understand something. A victory in court is saying you wanted to do the nonsense and I stopped it. Just understand that. Just understand that. Understand that. A lot of you guys really go to court and you allow the nonsense to set the stage. I don't do that and never will. So when I tell a lot of you guys, when I talk to a lot of you guys, when I do my consultation, and I tell a lot of you guys, and a lot of individuals come at me with this perspective and narrative about how they just like, I can tell when I'm being trying to be dog walked into a narrative of just trying to make it think like, oh, I care about this thing, I do whatever. Listen, stop. Perspective and narrative on going to court is, if you decide to entertain any part of the nonsense, that's on you. I would tell you not to do that, because all the nonsense that you don't, like I said, you cannot fight something that never happened. How could you possibly do that? You guys do it all the time. All the time. Yes, you do. Shut, boy, shut up. You do it all the time. You do it all the time. All the time. You guys fight things that do not exist. If I say to you, if I come up to you with a lie and say, tell me about the time you climbed Mount Everest with a plastic fork. That never happened. What are you talking about? Yes, you did. You told me that. Bro, I ain't never told you nothing like that. I don't know what's going on in your head, blah, blah. I never told you that. You're not going to say, okay, so I started at the bottom of the mountain, and I seen a fork, and I said, I could use that? No. No, you're not going to do that. You're not. You're not going to do that, so don't do that. That's why a lot of you guys don't understand a victory, because a woman will go to court with 100 issues, and only one of them will be true, and the other 99 is designed to get you riled up, get you all knocked off keel. Don't fall for it. And when you're ready for a consultation, 732-875-9111, and what you're going to do is just text my secretary, $50 consultation, I'm ready when you're ready, and we will get you done up right. And I will catch you guys on the next one.